Good day, ma'am. Today I will going to explain the Philippine criminal justice process. The four pillar: law enforcement pillar, prosecution pillar, court pillar, correction pillar. Law enforcement pillar is to design, detect, or solve a specific crime such as making arrest, interrogating suspect, and searching for evidence. A person who has violated the law is apprehended by the police or any enforcement agency like the NBI, narcotic group, and etc. It is establishing the intent behind the constitutional violation requires proof beyond the reasonable doubt that the law enforcement officer knew what she was doing was wrong and against the law and decided to do it anyway. Therefore, even if the government can prove beyond a reasonable doubt that an individual constitution right was violated, requires that the government prove that the law enforcement officer intended to engage in unlawful conduct and that, or shall I say, that is person under police custody. But the case may be diverted where no sufficient ground can sustain complaint against the suspect, or if there is no enough evidence, the case will stop or close. Prosecution pillar, a prosecution arm of government. It is the mandated to uphold the rule of law. National Prosecution Service is made of the regional, provincial, and city prosecutors and state prosecutors. A person who has violated the law is prosecuted for the alleged offense committed. It is a person formally accused of violating a law, grand jury, a panel of citizens who hear evidence collected by the federal prosecutors or his or her agent and then decided whether the evidence is sufficient to believe that the defendant violated a certain law and that law defendant should be formally charged. The third pillar, court pillar. A person who was violated in law tried before the courts. It is a civil suit the person complains again in a criminal case that the person accused of the crime. Defense table, the table where the defense lawyer sits with the defendant in the courtroom. But the case may be diverted where the evidence is not enough for the conviction of the offender. Or shall I say acusado. The four pillar. If convicted, either serves his sentence in jail or prison or he is placed on probation. It's called ex-convict. In case of imprisonment, full service of sentence, the reversion take place through the grant of parole, conditional pardon. Probation is by itself a division process. All of this is reverted to community. That would be all. Thank you.